Okay, so the recording is on. So especially for our Zoom guests, now if your camera is on, people will be able to see you on the recording. Some of you at least. And well, first of all, thank you for joining. I hope that all of your journeys, either virtual or physical, were all right. And thank you for joining on the 6th of December in Germany. I know that it's a difficult date for a lot of different reasons. And this is actually the second iteration of something we call responsible quantum technologies workshops or symposiums, depending on how you frame it. And my name is Zeki. I will be the main host of today for this workshop. And I'm from KIT, Kastre Institute of Technology, under Institute for Technology Assessment and Systems Analysis. And we have a very small team, working on quantum stuff there. So the outline for today's very brief introduction is, overview of quantum technologies, because, we need to decide on what we call quantum technologies or not. Why are we talking about quantum technologies? Why we are talking about responsibility and the very practicalities of the workshop. Well, I suppose all of you are very familiar with the structure. This is the European Commission structure. There are 4 main pillars: communication, computation, simulation, sensing, and metrology. I think the US structure combines simulation and computation into one. So there are 3 pillars there. And combined, we are calling this, constellation of technologies, quantum technologies. And why are we calling them quantum technologies? Because their main gist comes from the quantum world. There are certain phenomena, like there are certain principles, like superposition, entanglement, uncertainty, contextuality, and what we are trying to do, or what is being realized, is using those quantum principles. Certain technologies are being developed, and actually the concept of the second quantum revolution has been around for almost 2 decades. This is Jonathan Dowling. He passed away 2 years ago, but he has 2 really good books, and he has been one of the pioneers in the US. And the Schrödinger's killer app, it has been out almost 10 years ago. So this is not a really new topic. This has been around for quite some time, and we can see this in the number of publications, the number of patents. And here you can see 2003, when Jonathan Dowling was talking about with Richard Greenburn, the second quantum revolution that has been going on. And as you can see, it has been going on for quite some time, but in the recent years, it took off. And why is that? Why has been there has been more interest into this thing? As you can see, there have been many startups being founded as well. Well, the concept that some brought forth is called the quantum gold rush, because the amount of investment and the expectations have been rising up in this field. And we can also see this in the number and the amounts of national and regional initiatives in quantum technologies. And this has been prepared for our really good friends at Kureka, and they have this estimate of $30 billion or euros. Now they're almost the same amount of public funding that is going on, or has already committed to quantum technologies. And in the flagship and under the European Union's framework, or the Commission's framework, the future is quantum. It is still the future. It hasn't arrived yet, but it is unfolding, and it has been, as you can see, unfolding for the last 2 decades. But now there are some real plans to build an infrastructure, to educate people, to educate the workforce, to make people aware that this has been going on and it will continue to be realized. And also, in terms of infrastructure, there have been some other more ambitious initiatives. One of them is the quantum communication infrastructure under EU. So, I mean, my presentation is really EU-centric because, for obvious reasons, we are in Germany right now. But, there have been some other projects, for affordable quantum communication for everyone, quantum internet alliance. So the reason I'm showing these to you to make you convince you or make you believe that it's not all about quantum computation. Quantum communication is also an important technology. Quantum sensing is also an important technology. And by saying technology, there are different types of technologies under all of these subfields as well. And also education is something really important. Tomorrow we are going to talk about it. There will be a panel on this. And I wanted to show this specifically because we were part of this pilot project under the QTEDU, under the flagship that was called Quantum Technologies Education for Everyone. And the world was a little bit different back then, like a couple of years ago, that, everyone meant really everyone. But now I think we can discuss what everyone means for us in these days. There are also many initiatives. Like these are just some examples from Germany. Here you can see some commercial initiatives, some government or federal level initiatives, and there are also many regional, state level initiatives as well. What are we doing at ITAS? So this is our little and project that has been going on for the last 2 years, and we plan to continue it until the end of 2024. And what we are trying to figure out is, the path dependencies and the future scenarios, and that is one of the reasons why today we will have the scenario building exercise with you, and how these technologies are imagined, envisioned, and intended to be realized. We previously organized several panels in different conferences. We organized one for 4S and one for East, so more of an SDS crowd. But today we have a more mixed crowd with more technical people from ethics background, people from policy background. So this was the event we organized last year. It was fully online. Now it is partially online. So probably looking at the trend next year, it will be fully on site. I don't know. I don't think so. I think we will stick with the hybrid format. Also, I wanted to show you that we have this wonderful Quantum Humanities network. As you can see, I am here, Christopher is here, Astrid is not here yet, but she's also, and we also have Mateus that will be with us tomorrow. Also, we have some wonderful people from Quantum Delta NL. And there's this really great initiative going on there, Center for Quantum and Society. And there have been some other initiatives, or let's say actions or reports that have been around, because the reason I'm showing you this is that in the last couple of years, or even just in 2022, there has been many calls, many actions, many reports on, we should take this seriously, quantum technologies are coming, and we should do something about, doing this responsibly, ethically, and find a way to govern this properly. There have been some papers out there as well in the last year, and there have been some additional efforts. For example, there is this really good IOP focus piece on perspectives on societal aspects and impacts of quantum technologies, and you can check these work. And now very quickly some practicalities. Today we have the session on responsible design for quantum technologies with Peter Famas and Robert Whitney. They're both here and they will present. Afterwards we will have a very short break, and then we will have the panel. Then we will go out for lunch. We will have the scenario building exercise, followed by a panel on quantum technologies and technology assessment, how to kickstart, quantum technology assessment. And we shouldn't necessarily call it quantum technology assessment, but, technology assessment for quantum technologies. But it's a mouthful. And then we will round up for the day, and then we will go to conference dinner. And I hope our virtual guests can, they can't join us, but, they are with us, emotionally. And the tomorrow's agenda is also here. In the morning, we will start with education and workforce development, followed by responsible outreach and community building, the session on responsible governance. And then we will talk about, how to think responsibly on the geopolitics of this, because, as I said, the world has changed rather drastically in this year and for the last couple of years. And this is a very practical thing for our guests here. We will go to lunch. That is just a couple of hundreds of meters away at Schloss Hotel. I mean, you can just follow me during the lunch, but here's the, and I want to welcome you to our event and officially, welcome.